जब मैं किसी की नहीं सुनता तो मेरे घर में सब बोलते हैं कि मुरली भाई को बोलो बोलने के लिए, तो वो मान जाएंगे. तो दैट्स द अंडरलाइन. घर में ये डिस्कशन होते रहता है. So coming to many times, I tell my friends from the business community that we should have domain expert and we should take help of a coach and a mentor. And they generally say, many of them they say कि अपना business तो अपने को पता है, बाहर वाला हमें क्या सिखाएगा. Now I have a little different point of view. I believe that it is the ability to reckon that there is a need for a coach. I believe that the ability to find the right coach. I believe that our ability to be very transparent with the coach and our ability to implement जो भी कोच बता रहा है वो implement करेंगे. That is what will determine the success of a person. Now, be it a personal life, be it a professional life, be it a social life, financial and economical life, physical life, spiritual life, I think we need an expert and we need a coach in each of these areas. That doesn't mean that we should keep 7-8 coaches. We can club together based on our need. In today's world, if you see, college or school mein, they can't teach all. They have limitations of time. And they teach us theory. And when we plunge in self, after college, when we get into the business life, into the corporate world, in real life, things are not as easy. And there are a lot of things that are not taught to us in the schools and colleges. Lot of things like interpersonal relationship, conflict management, ego, peer pressure, limited resources and unlimited needs. And the list goes on and on and on. तो ये चीज स्कूल और कॉलेज में हम नहीं सीखते. और ये कब आती है? जब हम when we come on the forefront and we are not able to equip. And then the question arises, what should we do? And I would say that is the time when we take help of a coach. And precisely that's what I did. Way back in 1980s, I was fortunate to have been introduced by our auditor to Mr. Murli Mehta, and it's almost 40 years now that I am in touch with him. And from that day till now, he's been our coach, our guide, our teacher, and our final authority. So I believe more in him than I believe in myself. अगर उन्होंने कहा है कुछ चीज, तो though my opinion could be different, but I will go by what he says, and I've always been benefited because he has that wisdom and experience, and I think it makes a lot of sense to listen to whatever he says. For us as a business in Arihant and as a family, he is our Supreme Court. His verdict is final in many of the areas like family issues, like somewhere way back in 80s, late 80s. हम लोग की जब मीटिंग होती थी डायरेक्टर्स लोग की, तो every Monday we used to meet, and out of 52 meetings, 50 meetings we used to have either fights or difference of opinion. And that's when I remember I met urgently to Mr. Murli Mehta. I told him I want to meet you and this is what's happening. And then he guided me step by step. And then probably in about 1 year's time, out of 52 meetings, 50 meetings, there was no fight and no difference of opinion. We learned how to handle those issues. Even on the personal front, my wife is a chartered accountant. She also works for the company. So there's a big challenge there. And she's a director of finance. I am the managing director. So obviously there would be some conflicts on understanding the situation. So every time both of us have gone to Mr. Murli Mehta and he has told us, he has guided us, and we managed it very beautifully all these years. So Mr. Murli Mehta is a Supreme Court, as I told you, in interpersonal relationship. He's helped us in conflict management with senior staff, within the family, with children. Then he has helped us on improving the quality of our decision making. He's helped us in building a great teamwork, strengthening our organization. He's been historically doing for us 360-degree assessment, which is very, very useful to us. He decides the family salary, incentive, perks, what job responsibility to give. So he, along with one more of our advisor to the board, Mr. Umesh Gala, they decide on all these functions. Mr. Murli Mehta continuously has been counseling our top team, top management team. And all this started when I attended his first program, Time Management and Goal Setting. That was somewhere around 1984 or 1982, around that time. And from there onwards, I think he has a tremendous influence on all our life. And finally, I would like to say, and I believe that this is the way to go about, and this is the only way to go about. So, Mr. Murli Mehta, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I wish you all the best in your success. I mean, needless to say that I will always be part of all your endeavors. And thank you so much, Mr. Ranjit and Mr. Mehta. Thank you.